Tipping culture is getting out of hand, bro. Tipping culture is getting out of hand. Real talk. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about this, bro. It's like everywhere I turn around now, everybody got their hands out, bro. People got their hands out. Apps got their hands out. Registers got their hands out. Bots got their hands out. The tipping culture is getting out of hand, bro. Everywhere I turn around, somebody asking for a tip. May back in the building, what's good? Lolo, what's good? Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Today we talking about it, bro. Tipping culture is getting out of hand, fam. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Y'all let me know y'all experiences with tipping culture. Tip them a prayer. I feel you, fam. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in right now, dog. We got to talk about this, bro. Real talk. Y'all shut it live, tap the screen, run the likes up, hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, all that, man. We got to talk about it, bro. Tipping culture is getting out of hand, bro. We got to talk about it. Everywhere I turn around, somebody asking for a tip. It ain't even got to be a human these days, bro. It ain't even got to be a human these days. You can go to the cash register, self-checkout. Self-checkout asks for a tip, fam. Why is the computer asking me for a tip, computer? Computer, you ain't even human. You can't even buy nothing, computer. That's when I realized tipping is getting out of hand. When the computer asks me for a tip, bro. I go to Walmart the other day. I check my items out. Or what have you. I check my items up. Towards the end, when I'm about to make a payment, the computer asks me, do I want to leave a tip, homie? What does the computer need a tip for, bro? When the computer start asking for tips, bro, it's getting out of hand. And we got to get down to the bottom of this, bro. Real talk, bro. Maybach said, they say we tip more than any other people. Wow. I believe it. I believe it. These people is making a killing off of tips, bro. And they ain't got no shame. Because if they had shame, ain't no way the computer asking me for a tip at self-checkout. What is the craziest place you've been to and been asked for a tip, man? Y'all let me know in the comments. What is a place that you went to and didn't expect to get asked for a tip and got asked for a tip? Let me know in the comments, bro. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in right now, man. Y'all tuning into the Grub Tent morning screen. You understand me? Y'all tap the like button, tap the thumbs up button, share the live, all that, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in right now, bro. Current topic right now, tipping culture is getting out of hand. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Y'all let me know. Maybach says Dollar Tree. Yeah, I'm pretty sure nobody expects to get asked for a tip at Dollar Tree. Getting asked for a tip at Dollar Tree is wild. Facts. Getting asked for a tip at Dollar Tree is crazy, bro. Because the reason you're shopping at Dollar Tree is to save money, right? The reason you're shopping at Dollar Tree is to save money. So why is Dollar Tree asking me for a tip when I'm trying to save money, fam? These people don't want us to save no money. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button, man. You're tuned into the Grub Tent morning screen. Current topic, tipping culture is getting out of hand, man. Do you agree or do you disagree, bro? Tipping is everywhere now, bro. Coffee shops, restaurants, delivery apps, the grocery store, homie. What about when you go to the gas station and you got the man outside asking you for a tip? Homie, Gas is $4 a gallon, $5, $6 a gallon, homie. You think I got money to give you? Bruh, I don't understand what's going on, bruh. Tipping culture is out of hand, fam. We got to get down to the bottom of this, bruh. Self-checkout. Airport kiosks. Food trucks. Food trucks, y'all don't even have a building, fam. Why is the food truck asking me for a tip, bruh? Food trucks are expensive as hell. And on top of that, y'all gonna ask me for a tip? Y'all don't even have a brick and mortar. Real talk. They even got certain drive-thrus you roll through, got the little thing hanging out the window, the little tip basket thing. So when they hand you your change, if you don't want your change, you can throw your change in the little basket thing, which is basically another form of tipping. It don't make no sense. Tipping culture is getting out of hand is the current topic if you tuned in this morning, man. What's good? Grub Tent Morning Screen, man. Y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, man. It's free. But yeah, man, tipping culture is getting out of hand. I need to know y'all experiences, bro. What's the most craziest place that you've been asked for a tip? Maybach said Dollar Tree. Any other places? What's the most craziest place have you been asked for a tip? Another thing too, man, Uber Eats, DoorDash. All these people expecting to get tips. You understand me? And then on top of that too, they feel like they entitled. I understand if you provide good service and I got a couple dollars, I might throw you a couple dollars. I might throw you $2, $3. But you got the Uber Eats and the DoorDash people get upset if you don't tip them, fam. If I ain't tip you, fam, maybe I ain't got it, bro. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't want to. I might be don't have it. I might be only had enough money for my food. Real talk. I might be only had enough money for my food. And now you mad at me? Bro, I'm already doing bad as is. Only reason I DoorDash the food because I ain't got enough gas in my car to go pick it up myself. Real talk. The Uber Eats drivers is getting mad now, bro, if you don't tip them. The DoorDash people are getting mad now if you don't tip them. Everybody getting mad if you don't tip them. Even the computer. Does that make sense to y'all? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments, man. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments about the current tipping culture, bro. Maybach said, I seen corner store have a plastic container. Oh, yeah, man. All these places, yeah, everybody got like some unofficial method of tipping now. They got little jars. Everything, bro. They got little jars. You can leave a tip in on the key when you make a payment of the point of sale system. You can leave a tip. Everybody creating a little tip jar, whatever y'all want to call it, boy. They creating that, boy, so they get that little extra funds about you, bro. What's good, fam? What's good? Fam said I did a Pizza Hut carry out for $10 special, and the person at the counter told me tips are appreciated. At pizza, they asking for tips at Pizza Hut, bro. Everybody asking for tips. So basically now, panhandling used to be frowned upon. Panhandling, for those that don't know, is the people that be standing on the side of the street asking for bread. The people that be standing on the side of the street, standing when you get off the highway, asking for money, they panhandling. Panhandling used to be frowned upon. Panhandling is legal now. Tipping culture is the phrase or is the name that they're using to disguise panhandling, bro. Panhandling used to be done on the side of the street. These businesses done picked up from panhandlers and brought it inside the business. Man, let me cook, bro. I'm about to talk about it, bro. These businesses, y'all hear me? Y'all hear what I'm saying? Do y'all hear what I'm saying, bro? Hold on one second. I got to do it to the big screen. These businesses picked up panhandling for the streets and brought it inside a business and called it tipping, making panhandling legal. That don't even make sense, fam. Panhandling is tipping, bro. Tipping is panhandling, bro. Facts. You understand me? Y'all let me know your thoughts. Panhandling is the new tipping. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it, man. Y'all let me know your thoughts. Panhandling, Maybach says panhandling is a 9 to 5 now. Oh, yeah. Panhandling definitely plays a role in the 9 to 5. You know what I mean? And then people get mad at me because I ain't got enough bread to tip you. It's like, bro, like you chose to do that job, fam. Why are you mad at me, bro? I don't have enough money to tip you, homie. All I had was them $10 that I just spent on my meal, fam. I probably got like 20 cents left over, fam. And if I give you them 20 cents out my $10, you mad at me. You feel like I tried you. Fam, I ain't told you go choose a job that requires tipping, bro. What do you guys think about tipping anyway, bro? What do you guys think about when you go to a restaurant? Panhandling is included in the receipt. It's called, what they call it when they add it to the receipt automatically? Gratuity. Gratuity is panhandling, bro. And gratuity is the way that they add it to the receipt automatically, homie. Gratuity is panhandling added to the receipt. What y'all think about that, bro? It don't make no sense, bro. Panhandling done got so legal in the business that they added panhandling to the receipt. It's called gratuity, homie. Gratuity. Does that even make sense? Panhandling is no longer frowned upon. Panhandling is no longer frowned upon, bro. It's called tipping and gratuity. Maybach says we barely have enough money to buy what we want. Now here comes a homeless person asking for some change. Facts. Real talk. Real talk, bro. What about when you at the gas station, right? I jump out the gas station. I only got a card on me, fam. Why are you coming up to me asking me money? You don't even see me going inside and paying cash. I only got a card on me. That mean I ain't got no cash on me, homie. So why are you even coming up to me asking me for money, fool? This panhandling, man, if you're tuning in right now, you're tuning into the Grub Tent Morning Screen, man. Current topic, tipping culture is getting out of hand. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, bro. Tipping is everywhere. Restaurants, delivery apps, coffee shops, everywhere, bro. Everywhere. People outside asking for tips, panhandling, the new tipping. It's crazy. Top of the morning, fam. What's good? Paige say don't eat out no more. Cook your own food. I hear you, fam. But sometimes you can't cook your own food. Maybe sometimes you just can't cook your own food and you order food. You understand me? Real talk. Sometimes you can't. What y'all think about that, fam? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Paige says don't eat out no more. Cook your own food. So do you guys think that just because you don't have enough money to afford the tip that you shouldn't order food at all? Let me know y'all thoughts, fam. So, should you not order food anymore because you don't have enough money for the tip? Is the question. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Should you not order food anymore because you don't have enough to tip somebody? Somebody said they people beg too much. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy. Isn't that kind of discriminating though? Telling me I can't order food because I don't have enough money to tip somebody. Why tip if I'm picking up takeout? Great. Real talk. That's a good one. If you picking up takeout, they got the tip jar on the thing. Still asking for a tip, really. You feel me? If you pick up takeout, they still got the jar sitting right there in front. They make sure you see it too. They got the little paper inside. It says tip. Real talk. But yeah, man, y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Should you not be ordering food if you don't got enough money to tip people? Should you not be eating out if you don't got enough money to tip the waiter or the waitress? Should you just avoid eating out? Because everybody thinks different. Some people think if you ain't got enough money to tip, then you shouldn't go to the restaurant. Some people think like, although I don't have money to tip, I should still be allowed to go to a restaurant. Fam said I tip. Old head said I tip $3 to $4. That's it. I'm not tipping the suggested price no more. When I go out to eat, I'm just leaving a 20 and nothing over. You mean a $20 bill? So you don't go by the percentage, the 18%, the 22%, 25, 30, 35%. You don't go by the percentage. Maybach said he was told tipping is optional. I think tipping is optional, but it don't come like accustomed to the fact. Like it kind of make it seem. They kind of try to make tipping seem like it's mandatory. I think some people are under the impression that tipping is mandatory, but it's not mandatory. It is optional. It's not mandatory. It's optional, but it's come down to the fact that if you don't tip, people can get mad at you. So if you don't tip, do the people have a right to be mad at you because you can't afford the tip? Does the waiter, the waitress, the Uber Eats driver, do they have the right to be upset at you if you can't afford the tip? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. If you're tuning in right now, you're tuning into the Grub Tent Morning Screen. Current topic, tipping coaches getting out of hand. Do y'all agree? Do y'all disagree? Do y'all think you shouldn't go out to eat if you can't afford the tip? Should you stay home if you can't afford the tip? Old head said I used to, not no more. It's getting out of hand and legally tipping is optional. Honestly, the cook should be tipped. I can get my own food from the kitchen. Damn, old head is proposing going to the kitchen and getting his own plate, man. He don't need the waiter. Old head said he's cutting out the middle, man. He doesn't need the waiter, fam. What y'all think about that? What about if I open the restaurant, we cut out the waiters and waitresses, and the customer just come back there and pick up their food? You feel one thing, buzz. They put the buzzer on the table. The buzzer go to buzzing, and the customer just go in the kitchen and go get their own food. What about that? But yeah, man, real talk, man. Tipping getting out of hand, bro. Tipping them became panhandling them became legal. Panhandling is basically now what we call tipping, bro. Paige said I don't want no one to do anything to my food. So that's what. So okay, so Paige, you tip people. Paige tips people because she want them to handle her food correctly. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, if you're willing to tamper with my food because I ain't tip you, you shouldn't be dealing with the food industry, period. You feel me? Like, I shouldn't feel like if I don't tip a person, that my food might be tampered with. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I'm not going to even lie to you to even have to think that way. But unfortunately, in this world that we live in, we got to think that way. But it's crazy. Somebody might tamper with your food. And people have done that. We see it all the time on social media. If these people feel like they don't get a tip, they do you wrong. They might do you dirty. They might take a sip of your drink. They might eat a piece of your burger. Facts. They might do worse. I just don't want to even think about it right now, what they might do to your food if you don't tip them, bro. I don't even want to think about it right now. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't order food in a minute, like as far as Uber Eats and I never really use DoorDash, but I usually used to Uber Eats more often than I usually use Uber Eats. I never really use DoorDash, but like I haven't used Uber Eats in a while. I usually just go pick up my food because it get expensive sometimes. And if I, you know what I'm saying, if I'm not busy, I just go pick it up myself. But yeah, I don't even want to think about the Uber Eats from the point they pick up your food and the point they get to your house. They could have been done did anything to that food. You understand me? So I don't want to think about it. But It is possible, bro. Like somebody could tamper with your food because you ain't give them no tip. It is very crazy. It's the same thing when you give delivery driver extra couple dollars. They already get paid for delivery. Facts. Real talk. And like I said, I don't understand. These people are getting paid by their jobs. So why they even get mad? Like, tipping is a luxury, fam. Tipping is not mandatory. Tipping is a luxury. So why you get mad like you're not getting paid at all, bro? You making money. You just ain't getting no tip this time because I ain't got it. Crazy. Paige said toenails and drinks. That's crazy, homie. Ugh. Toenails and drinks is crazy. That's yeah. That's a crazy situation, bro. Has anybody ever dealt with a situation where they tampered with your food because you ain't tip them? Y'all let me know. Paige, are you speaking from experience, Paige? Did somebody put toenails in your drink? You let me know. Y'all let me know in the comments, bro. The tipping culture is getting out of hand and we talking about it, man. Y'all chime in. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comment. Hit the like button. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the share button, man. That's share the live, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That just got me traumatized. Toenails and drinks? Damn. I might not use Uber Eats for a while now. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, bro. I might not use Uber Eats for a while now, bro. Just the fact she just said that, fam. Toenails and drinks is crazy. Ugh. That's despicable. Tipping culture getting out of hand, though. Not gonna lie to y'all, man. Everywhere you go, somebody asking for a tip. Tipping wouldn't be so annoying. Tipping wouldn't be getting out of hand or annoying if it wasn't everywhere you go. Facts. If tipping was only at restaurants, you know, the Uber Eats people, it wouldn't be so annoying. But everywhere you go, homie, it's a jar asking for a tip. Yo, like, bro, I'm tired of being asked for tips, bro. Bro, I feel like I'm getting asked for a tip 100 times a day. For real, dog. Keep getting asked for a tip. I'll be like, oh my God. Really? It don't even make no sense. The problem not even tipping waiters. Now, hold on, I gotta put this on. I gotta get on the big screen for y'all now, bro. I gotta get on the big screen for this right here. What I'm about to say. Real talk. It's crazy, bro. Real talk. The problem ain't tipping waiters. The problem is everybody think they're a waiter now, bro. The problem is not tipping waiters. The problem is everybody done became waiters. Uber Eats drivers, DoorDashers, the self-checkout machine. Everybody think they waiters now. Everybody think they deserve tips. It's crazy. Maybach said I cook 90% of the time. I don't eat out like that. I feel you on that, fam. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, fam. I need to cook. I need to start cooking, bro. Cause this tipping, but this tip. Well, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This tipping culture is about to run me into just cooking all the damn time too. Now I might just start cooking. Cause I'm tired of all. I'm tired of being asked for tips, bro. I'm tired of it, bro. You pick up your order from the cashier. Yeah, they got it. Yeah, from the receptionist people, they got a tip jar too. Like, what did you do, homie? Why you think you deserve a tip, homie? Why you got a tip jar in front of you, homie? You trim. Everybody thinks somebody got some type of money now. They don't understand we struggling out here. Like, where these people think we get bread from, fam? Everybody out here struggling, bro. No matter how good you think somebody think they doing, bro, somebody out there struggling, fam. Like, people can put the facade up like they balling out of control. It's all an act. It's all a mirage. You know what I mean? Y'all think people out here balling, everybody really struggling. You know what I mean? Y'all think this mirage that they create on social media is real, man. Dog, we all struggling, bro. We all struggling, bro. Facts. What's the weirdest place that y'all seen asking for tips, man? Y'all let me know. What is the weirdest place that you see people asking for tips? Y'all let me know. Let me know in the comment. I need to know. Appreciate you, Maybach. Appreciate you. I need to know in the comments what's the weirdest place that you see people asking for tips. Maybach had said Dollar Tree earlier, which I thought was weird as well. Like why am I being asked for tips at the dollar store? I'm being asked for tips at the dollar store, homie. Man, this shit treacherous out here, bro. Asking for tip at the dollar store is crazy. Asking for a tip at the dollar store is crazy, bro. Facts. Gonna fix your mouth to ask me for a tip at the dollar store. Y'all let me know in the comments what's the craziest place that you seen somebody asking for a tip, bro. At the dispensary? For real? Are you serious or are you playing? Fam just said that they asking for tips at the dispensary, homie. That's crazy. They asking for a tip on that good smoke? That's crazy, bro. You can't be asking me for a tip after I just did the job, fam. You can't be asking me for a tip after I just did the job. Fam said at the dispensary, they got a tip jar at the register for walking 10 feet to get your order. Wow. That's crazy. I believe you. I believe you, dog. Back to the self-checkout thing, bro. I scanned the groceries. I bagged the groceries. And I paid for my food and I paid for my groceries. Then the machine asked me for a tip. Bro, I just did the whole thing, dog. I just did everything. I bagged everything, paid for everything, I scanned everything. Why is the cash register asking me for a tip, bro? What is the cash register going to purchase with my tip? You're not even human. Why is the cash? That's why this is why tipping culture is a scam, bro. Tipping culture has become it's become a scam. Like I understand tipping culture, you know, the waiters and the waitresses, you getting a little tip or whatever, cool, when you got it or whatever the case may be. But tipping culture became a scam when the cash registers and computers started asking for tips. That's when you know it's a scam. Because now you got somebody, whoever runs the machine, whoever owns the store with these cash registers, they sitting at the crib, whatever they doing what they doing, going about their business. They asking you for a tip without even asking you for a tip. How you do that? The owner of the store, whatever store it is, Publix, whatever store it is that, Publix, Walmart, that got the kiosk where you pay the self-checkout and they ask you for a tip at the end. The owner of the franchise, whatever the business is, they at the crib chilling, living their life, whatever, swimming in a pool, going shopping, you know what I mean, in Paris. And they still asking you for a tip without asking you for a tip. How you do that? That's crazy, bro. You already a millionaire. See, I ain't gonna lie, tipping is frowned upon, but even these millionaires and billionaires asking for a tip without literally asking you for a tip. They just found a way to ask for a tip without asking you for a tip, dog. Does it make sense? It don't even make sense. They just found a way to discreetly ask you for a tip. Facts. You don't see these millionaires asking you for a tip, but technically they asking you for a tip if they own these stores and they running these damn machines. That's why I'm telling y'all, tipping culture is getting out of hand. AI got to get paid. Yeah, the person that's running the AI got to get paid. The person that's running the AI got to get paid, bro. It's crazy, bro. It don't even make sense, bro. It don't even make sense, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's getting to the point, bro. What they do, fam, what's good? It's getting to the point, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna say no names. I went to McDonald's. I went to this McDonald's some weeks ago, and the lady at the drive-thru asked me. She often see me when I go to McDonald's, so she recognized my face. The lady at the McDonald's asked me for $5. The lady that work at McDonald's, the one that's handing me my food, fam, she asked me for $5, bro. She always see my face, so I'm respectable to the employees. I'm always respectable to the employees at these restaurants or wherever I go to get some food. Because I know everybody got a job to do. You know what I mean? I'm the type of person that I treat the CEO with the same. I give the janitor or whatever you want to call it. I give every employee the same respect. Don't matter if you the CEO, the janitor, the person that's handling the food. I give them all the same respect. So I always show, I always speak respectable to the lady, whatever, and all that. Bro, the lady asked me for $5 some weeks ago, fam. She said, "Can I borrow $5 and I'm gonna give it back? I'm gonna pay you back." But she borrowed $5 from weeks ago. Weeks ago. She ain't never paid me back. I didn't ask her for it either. Anthony say tipping is too much. Shout out to Anthony tuned in from Kick. But yeah, she asked me for $5. I gave it to her. I messed with her. She cool peoples. She told me she was gonna pay me back. She never paid me back. This was weeks ago. And I'm not looking for it back. I'm just making my point here. It's getting crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? The lady that's handling the food at McDonald's asked me for $5 at the drive-thru. I was at the drive-thru waiting on my grub. She asked me for $5, fam. This was weeks ago. She said, "I'm gonna pay you back. I'm gonna pay you back on payday, whatever." I don't even know whatever they pay. I don't even know they payday at McDonald's. But she told me she was gonna pay me back on payday. She ain't never give me $5. I done seen her multiple times since I went back. Maybe she forgot, but I'm not finna approach the lady, be like, "Hey, yo, you got my $5?" I'm not finna do that. $5 is really nothing to me. But I'm just making my point. Like, it's getting crazy, bro. Even the employees asking for bread, bro. In non-tipping positions. There's somebody working at the drive-thru that's handing people the food. Ask me for $5. It's crazy. Maybach said we pay more in tax in states that's not tax free. California, New York, Massachusetts, taxes are high. Even Hawaii. So yeah, tax is definitely high. Facts. Real talk. Tipping culture out of hand, fam. Not gonna lie to y'all, bro. If you're tuned in right now, you're tuned into the Grub Tent Morning Screen. Current topic, tipping culture is getting out of hand, man. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. What are your recent experiences with dealing with tips? You understand me? Restaurants, delivery apps, coffee shops, everywhere. Do Starbucks ask for tips? When y'all be buying them iced coffees, do Starbucks ask for tips? Because I don't know. I don't buy stuff at Starbucks. But I know I heard them coffees over there expensive. Do Starbucks ask for tips? Y'all let me know. That $5 was a gift that this. Oh, yeah, it was definitely. It was at that point when she asked me for $5, saying I'm going to pay you back on payday. I already knew I was going to get it back. I didn't give it to her. I did not give the lady the $5 with the intentions of getting it back. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I see her all the time. I'm not finna go ask that lady for them $5. And I ain't gonna trip. And I ain't gonna treat her no different either. I ain't finna be mad at her or, start giving her different treatment. It's still respectable, whatever the case may be. I'm like, maybe she really needed it, whatever the case may be. But yeah, at that point, I decided, like, when I decide if I give her this $5, I already know it's kind of like a gift. I'm not gonna ask her back. You know what I mean? And I'm not expecting to get it back. You know what I mean? Real talk. It was a gift, fam. Facts. But yeah, what are y'all experiences with tips, man? Where y'all stay? Where y'all stay at? City and states y'all live in? What are your experiences with tips? Is the tipping culture getting out of hand all over the United States, or is it just Miami? Well, Maybach said in Boston over there, they getting charged, they getting asked for tips at Dollar Tree. So I can imagine in Boston, tipping culture out of hand. What are some other places tipping cultures out of hand? Tipping culture out of hand everywhere, man. Tipping culture's out of hand everywhere, bro. It's just like I told y'all, man. Tipping is the new panhandling, bro. They disguise the panhandling name with tips. Hooters? What's Ojos? Tipping culture, the tipping culture out of hand. Well, yeah, that's Hooters, bro. Yeah, that man. Hooters been getting over people with tips forever. That's why they call it Hooters. They been getting over with tips, bro. Cantina. Them restaurants, Cantina, Ojos, them restaurants too? Who does been getting over with the tips? We already know that. That's that. You feel me? That's their main. That's their main thing. The way they advertise it. You know what I mean? You know they looking to get them tips over there. Facts. The whole world. I agree to that. I agree to that. The whole world asking for tips, bro. The whole world's corrupted right now with tips. The whole world panhandling, bro. Everybody want tips. Restaurant for Mexican food and burgers. Oh, okay. Yeah, man, they all want tips, bro. Do you think the people are allowed to be mad at you if you're not able to tip them, or if you don't tip them what they think they should have been tipped? Let's say if they think they deserve a $10 tip and you gave them $5 because that's all you could afford. Do you think the person is allowed to be mad? Because you know the people do get mad, bro. Anthony said, hell no. Nah. And I agree with you. I agree with you, bro. They shouldn't be mad. But unfortunately, they get mad. They get mad, bro, if you don't tip them, bro. The Uber Eats drivers, the DoorDash drivers, and whoever else delivering food, they all get mad if you don't tip them, bro. Like, they get mad at you like you the one that told them to do this job, fam. Tips is not guaranteed doing this job, fam. I know when you signed that application, when you signed up for that job, it did not tell you tips was guaranteed. So why you so mad? So why you so mad, bruh? I just don't get it, fam. I just don't get it, bruh. Tipping culture, bruh. That's typical. Hey, that tipping shit ridiculous, bruh. Everybody want tips, bruh. And I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it, dog. If your waiter or waitress provides good service, good attitude, they deserve a tip. Most definitely. Most definitely they deserve a tip. Yeah. Facts. Do you think most definitely they deserve a tip, but do you think like the tip thing should be the whole percentage thing? Do you think you should tip what you want to tip? Or do you think you should abide by their little percentage rule, the 18, 20%, 22%, whatever it is? Do you think you should tip what you want to tip? Or do you think you should abide by their little percentage rules that they created? If you're tuning in right now, you're tuning into the Grub Tent Morning Screen, man. Y'all tap the screen, shut it live, man. Tap the screen, hit the like button, all that, man. It's free. It's free. But yeah, do you think you should be able to tip what you want to tip? Or should you be abiding by them tipping rules, the percentage rules, the 18, 20, 22s, and all that? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I remember like at one point I thought $5, even $5, I thought $5 was reasonable. But now it seems like leaving $5 is frowned upon, bro. Mr. Fendi said, I'm in Vegas. The homeless be expecting. Oh man, it's crazy, bro. I feel you on that. They do be expecting tips. Like sometimes I go to the gas station or 7-Eleven, whatever, and you got them standing outside and they opening the door for you. Like, fam, don't open the door for me, fam. I don't need you to open, because I already know why you opening the door for me, fam. You opening the door, you know what I mean? In hopes when I come out, I give you $1, $2. Fam, I ain't even got it like that, bro. We struggling over here, fam. Fam, I don't even need you to open the door for me. So I see what you're saying. They be expecting tips too. They be right there standing outside of 7-Eleven or the gas station trying to open the door for me. Open the door for people. Fam, don't open the door for me, fam, because I ain't even got it like that, fam. Real talk, bro. I ain't even got it like that, bro. But yeah, like I was saying, $5 used to be a good tip amount. Now $5 is frowned upon. Is $5 the new $1? Y'all let me know, man. Is $5 the new $1? Because people get upset if you leave $5 these days. $5 used to be a nice tip. $5 used to be a nice tip. Now people act like when you give them $5, you left $1. So is $5 the new $1? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. Cause I don't understand what's going on, bro. It's getting spooky out here. It's getting spooky out here. Facts. It's getting spooky out here, bro. I need to know y'all thoughts. $5. Five. Yes, five. Maybach say yes. $5 is a new dollar in this economy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I need to know y'all thoughts. I need to know y'all thoughts, bro. Real talk. Is $5 basically what I'm saying? Back in the days, you could tip somebody $5 and it was considered a good tip. And today, hold on. Let me see how I'm gonna put this. Back in the day, you could tip somebody $5 and it was considered a good tip. These days, if you tip somebody $5, they get upset about it. Did $5 become the new $1 or something? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. It don't make no sense. It really don't, bro. Somebody give me $5 right now, I'm gonna be happy. But another person get $5 and get upset. It's getting spooky out here, fam. Real talk. Tipping culture out of hand, fam. Tipping culture out of hand, fam. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all, bro. For real, bro. Tipping culture out of hand. Tipping is supposed to be a reward for doing a good job. But these days, people want to be tipped, although they ain't even do the job. Does that make sense to y'all? You ain't even do the job yet, homie. But you want to be tipped. Yeah, $5 of gas doesn't. $5 is. Well, certain places you go, $5 can't even get you a full gallon. But down here, gas is like $4. $5 give me like a gallon and change, bro. They just want free money, fat. People want free money these days, bro. Fam, I ain't got no free money to give you, bro. You tripping, bro. I ain't got no free money to give you. Oh my God! Real talk, bro. Dog, it's to the point now, bro. It's to the point now, bro. When I go to the gas station and stuff and I see the people outside and you can already peep. You can just peep somebody vibe and see that, oh yeah, this dude about to ask me for some bread. So I pull up to the gas station, I see the people I know they about to ask me for bread. I'll be like, hold on. I gotta find my little soundboard thing. My bad, fam. There you go right there, bro. That's what I was looking for, bro. It gets to the point I pull up to the gas station and I peep the vibe and I see, oh yeah, this dude like he about to ask me for some bread. I pull up, I be like, real talk, bro. Maybach said Dunkin' Donuts have tip jar. Yeah, I believe it. I most definitely believe it, bro. I most definitely can believe Dunkin' Donuts or Dunkin', whatever they call it these days, got a tip jar, bro. Everybody got tip jars, bro. Tipping is the new panhandling, bro. They done make tipping, which was used to be frowned upon. Tipping is no longer, not tipping. Panhandle, which used to be panhandling, which used to be frowned upon, is now called tipping. You understand me? Panhandling is tipping, basically. You feel me? They done find a way to make it not be frowned upon. You feel me? See, if you don't peep the game, if you don't peep game, you ain't gonna feel me. You ain't gonna see it. But I see it. But I see it vividly. You understand me? Panhandling is what they call tipping now. That's what it is. At one point, tipping was just for waitress and waiter. That wasn't really panhandling. You got the waitress and waiters, they doing their job. You tip them. That's not panhandling. But panhandling, once everybody started asking for tips, when you go, they got tip jars here, tip jars there, tip jars there, tip jars everywhere. Shit became panhandling, homie. Fact. Panhandling. It became panhandling, bro. Tipping is panhandling. In case anybody out there didn't know. What's good? What's good? Appreciate everybody tuning in right now, man. Y'all hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button, man. You're tuning into the Grub Tent Morning Scream. You know what I'm saying? Current topic at hand. Tipping culture is getting out of hand. Your restaurants, delivery apps, coffee shops, everywhere. Tipping is getting out of hand. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Let me know y'all experiences. Do y'all agree with tipping culture? You know what I mean? Do y'all disagree with tipping culture? You know what I mean? Who should be tipped? How about that? Who should be? Should they expect tips? Should people expect tips? Should people be able to get mad because they didn't receive a tip? Should people not order food if they can't afford the tip? How about that? Y'all let me know y'all answers in the comments. Should people not order food if they can't afford to pay the tip? And if they get tipped, and if the person delivering the food get tipped $1, should they be mad? Are you better off not tipping than tipping $1? Sub shops have tip jars. Yeah, we got sub shops down here got tip jars. Matter of fact, I think when I go on Subway, when I go on Subway might have a tip jar, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not even sure. Don't quote me on that. But Subway might have a tip jar in there. Last time I went to Subway, I don't recall. But yeah, are you better off not tipping than tipping somebody $1? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. It's crazy right now, bro. Are you better off tipping? Are you better off not tipping? It's crazy. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. Tipping culture is getting out of hand. When it comes to tipping culture, if you're only able to afford to tip $1, are you better off not tipping at all? Or should you tip that $1? Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. When it comes to tipping culture, and you can only afford to tip $1, are you better off not tipping at all? Or should you go ahead and tip that $1? Let me know y'all thoughts on that, bro. Real talk. I work for Grubhub. I stay away from the city because the suburbs tip more. Fam got a little strategy going on. I ain't mad at you, fam. I ain't mad at you, bro. Fam say I stay away from the city because the suburbs. Yeah, I mean, the city, the suburbs, of course, that's the people, that's the people that's, I guess you would say, more fortunate. So I get your little strategy. If I was doing it, I'd probably do the same thing. That's not a bad idea. You might even put me on game. Maybe I might go ahead and do Grubhub and only stay in the suburb area. That's not a bad strategy though. But I feel them though. I'm pretty sure the people in the suburbs, they're more fortunate. So you feel me? So you definitely gonna get a tip from them. So I get where you coming from, bro. They try to make you feel bad for no tip. Definitely. Yeah, you already know they're gonna try to make you feel bad. You know what I'm saying? People have gotten bold these days. People have gotten really bold. Like back in the days, I remember back in the days, if somebody didn't make a tip, they'd be pissed about it. They'd be pissed about it, and that'd be the end of it. You don't really know that they pissed. Now people let you know that they pissed. Now people let you know that they pissed if you don't tip them, bro. They vocal about it. They gonna get on social media, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They really people not embarrassed no more. You feel me? Like people used to get mad. People would get mad back in the day, but you wouldn't really know it. Now they vocal about it, bro. They gonna get on social media, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? They definitely gonna find a way to let you know that they pissed. They might throw your food on the floor, or I don't know what they. Now you might find that your food done been tampered with. These people, you feel me? These days, the things have changed. Basically, things have changed. People not ashamed no more. People, you know what I mean? It's crazy now, bro. It's crazy. They definitely more vocal about it in this day and age. Real talk. Maybach says tipping $1 is disrespectful. Damn. So basically, when it comes to my thing that I just asked, Maybach, you're saying if you can only afford to tip $1, you're better off not tipping at all. That's what you're saying. If you can only afford to tip $1, then just don't tip at all. Because if you tip $1, that's disrespectful. That's what you're saying, Maybach. Tipping culture crazy right now, bro. That's crazy, fam. And it's just crazy that way that people look at it too, because it's like they don't look at it like if you tip $1, the people these days they don't look at it as if you tip $1, like they could probably think about it in their head, somebody, you know what I'm saying? They could probably think it as, man, maybe that person ain't have it. It's all good. Make the best of the situation, like you know what I'm saying? It's cool. I'm gonna still appreciate this dollar because maybe that person ain't have it. But no, they get mad about it, bro. They get mad about it. They don't even think it to the think. They don't even think like, yo, this person might have issues going on. Cause I don't think nobody who got it gonna just tip you $1. I'm thinking if somebody tip you $1, that's because they shouldn't. That's because they probably ain't got it like that. That's my thoughts. That person that probably tipped you $1, they probably doing bad right now and they doing the best they could. So I'ma just appreciate. I'ma do my best. I'ma appreciate that dollar. Me personally, me as a person, if I see somebody tip me $1, I'ma appreciate that dollar. Cause maybe at the end of the day, maybe that person ain't got it like that. Cause I don't really think somebody who's doing good is gonna tip you $1. So I'ma just look at it on the flip side. You feel me? On the flip side, this person might not have it like that. And maybe that's why they tip me $1. I ain't gonna be mad. But other people, they don't care, bro. They don't care what you going through. You tip them $1, boy, they hot. They hot. They feel disrespected, bro. They like, you feel me? They feel like shit crazy, bro. Oh yeah, the suburbs always gonna tip better. Fact. That's why Fan got a dope strategy though. You feel me? That's deliver in the suburbs. You gonna always get a tip in the suburbs. So he say don't tip at all. I feel you though. I feel you. Me, I'm gonna accept that dollar though. You feel me? If I'm doing Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, all that, and somebody tip me $1, maybe it might bother me on the inside, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna think about it on the flip side that, you know, this person maybe ain't got it like that. Like I ain't gonna go out of my way to express my anger or tamper with the food, like Paige said earlier about somebody putting toenails in somebody's drink. I ain't doing all that, bro. Maybe that person really didn't have it. You know what I mean? Because you never really know somebody's situation until you know their financials. We don't know these people's financial situations. These people probably struggling. People probably got bills to pay. You know what I mean? People probably got issues that we just don't know about. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna trip, bro. That's just me though. You feel me? Everybody ain't the same. Shit getting spooky out here, bro. Shit getting really spooky out here, bro. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now, man. Tuned into the Grub Tent Morning Screen, man. We talking about it, man. Tipping culture is getting out of hand. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. Y'all let me know if y'all rocking with these topics too, man. Should I keep these topics going as far as this stream? Like streaming this way, should I keep this going as well? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Y'all rocking with it? Feel me? Don't forget to show your boy that appreciation. Hit that join button, by the way, to keep them streams going, man. Hit that join button. You hear me? That join the memberships, man. Join the membership, the Grub Tent membership. Hit that join button on the channel, man. Keep the topics coming, man. Keep the live streams coming. Real talk. I got some other ideas for live streams that I want to do as well. You feel me? They shouldn't order them because gas is high. Well, yeah, you know what? Now that you mentioned that too, gas prices is high, so that does come into play, bro. Gas prices is high. You know what I mean? Real talk. Maybach says you can't get nothing in no vending machine with the dollar. Oh yeah, vending machine prices through the roof. Can't get no candy with $1 at the corner store. Man, $1 feel like it's worthless now, bro. $1, a single dollar feel like it's worthless now. Not gonna lie to y'all, bro. It's crazy. That's why now you got the people who be asking for money outside. They ask for more than $1. The people who be asking for money, like the homeless people and stuff like that, they ask for more than $1. Let's talk about how Italian food has no taste. Damn. What about pizza? Good E say I receive bad customer service all the time. What you mean you receive bad customer service? Oh, huh? I receive bad customer service all the time. Tip. I don't understand your question. Good Eats. I don't understand what you're trying to say. Oh, he said the suburb folks is racist. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. So it's a bad. So you think it's a bad? It's a bad thing to be delivering in the suburbs. Then you can barely get a good pizza. I feel you. I mean, when it comes to pizza, I'm going to goddamn Papa John's anyway. You feel me? That's my favorite pizza. I'm going to Papa John's with it. You hear me? I ain't even gonna lie to y'all boys. Real talk, man. But yeah, man, y'all hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button, man. Current topic: tipping culture is getting out of hand. Let me know y'all thoughts on it. Let me know y'all experiences, man. Restaurants, delivery apps, coffee shops, everywhere asking for tips these days, bro. What are your recent tip experiences? You know what I mean? Have you ever tipped somebody before and they got mad, and you visually seen it in their eyes? Y'all let me know. Back in the days, people used to conceal when they were mad. You know what I'm saying? They used to disguise when they were mad that you didn't tip them well. Now they let you know that they mad you didn't tip them well, bro. Nowadays they let you know. Ain't no disguising it. It's crazy. It is crazy, bro. That's how you know tipping culture getting out of hand. On top of that, too, the goddamn self checkout. You know what I mean? Self checkout was supposed to be easier. You're not dealing with anybody, but yet self checkout asks you if you want to leave a tip in certain places. You go to self checkout. Self checkout asks you if you want to leave a tip. It's like, yo, what am I leaving a tip for? I came here because I don't want to deal with anybody. I didn't deal with anybody. Yet I still got you asking me to leave a tip, bro? Maybach say homeless people ask for $3 in certain areas. That's the upscale homeless people, dog. That's the upscale homeless people. Facts. That's crazy though. Being asked for $3 by a homeless person. Things have definitely changed, bro. Things have most definitely changed. Things has most definitely changed, bro. Tipping culture is getting out of hand is the current topic, man. What about getting a haircut? Let's not even talk about getting a haircut at the barbershop and you got to tip the ass. You know what I mean? Barbershop prices through the roof. Then on top of that, want you to leave a tip. Most definitely, fam. Most definitely, man. We got to do something, man. We got to put something together, man. We just got to plan it out. Let's do a topic. Let's do something, bro. Y'all comment yes or no. Y'all comment yes or no if y'all think these people deserve a tip. Once I ask, all right. Let's do something. Comment yes or no, or if you don't want to spell out yes, comment Y or N if you think these people deserve tips. After I read out the names, barbers, yes or no? Do they deserve tips? Yes or no? He say no. Tip is asking no. Two. I got two no's for barbers. Any more no's? Any yeses? Do barbers get deserve tips? Yes or no? Why you're in? They can literally make their own price, so hell no. That's what BK said. Old head said, yeah, you gotta tip the man that makes you look good. I feel that. I feel that. Next person, valet. Valet drivers. Do valet drivers deserve tips? Yes or no? Y'all let me know in the comments. Valet parkers or whatever they call them. Valet people. They deserve tips? Wire in. Polo say yes. Valet people deserve tips. BK said nah, they don't. A1 says yes. They do. So I got 2 yeses for that. For the valet drivers, 1 no. What about pizza delivery drivers? Pizza delivery drivers, do they deserve tips? Yes or no? Do pizza delivery drivers deserve tips? Yes or no? Y'all let me know in the comments. Wire it in. Polo said no because pizza drivers be stealing. Anthony said no. I got 2 no's. Pizza drivers don't deserve. BK said no. Then everybody's saying no for pizza delivery drivers. Pizza delivery drivers out of gas. Maybach said yes. Pizza delivery drivers said we got 1 yes for the pizza delivery drivers. We got 1 yes for the pizza delivery drivers, bro. Shit, crazy. Wilson said yes. Pizza delivery drivers deserve tips. We got the next one. Just because gas prices is high. The next one, hotel housekeeping. Do hotel housekeeping deserve tips? Yes or no? Wire in. Hotel housekeepers. Do hotel housekeepers deserve tips? Yes or no? Anthony says no. Hotel housekeeping does not deserve tips. BK said no. BK said businesses need to start being held accountable for not paying their employees. I feel you on that. A1 says no. Everybody's saying no for hotel housekeeping. We got 3 no's so far for hotel housekeeping. Wilson says yes, hotel housekeeping does deserve tips. Polo says no. Hotel housekeepers don't deserve tips. And we getting a lot of no's for hotel housekeeping, bruh. Y'all don't care them people keep y'all room clean? But then again, it's their job, right? I feel y'all on that. We got more no's for hotel housekeeping. What about bartenders? Do bartenders deserve tips? Yes or no? Do bartenders deserve tips? Yes or no? While you're in, let me know in the comments. Do bartenders deserve tips? Anthony said no. BK says yes. Old head says yes for sure. If those drinks are strong, for sure. BK say as long as them drinks strong, bro. He said yeah. So we got 2 yeses and 1 no for bartenders. One thing about them bartenders, boy, they gonna get over on your ass with them tips. You know what I'm saying? Once you drunk. Wilson says yes. Maybach says going back to the hotel housekeepers. He says no. Hotel housekeepers get paid by hotel. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Polo says yes. Bartenders deserve tips. What about tattoo artists? Do tattoo artists deserve tips? BK talking about the bartender says true. Not only are they making the drink, but they're also giving you customer service and entertainment. I feel that. The point of tip is to reward great service. You don't get paid just for being there to do your job. Real talk. Real talk. As far as tattoo artists, BK says no, they don't deserve tip. Anthony says if they good, then yes. As far as tattoo artists, I ain't gonna lie, tattoos so expensive. I don't see why they need a tip. I don't care if the work. I don't care if the work look good. The work is supposed to look good. You know what I mean? That's how you keep your name. That's how you keep people speaking on your name. You supposed to, you know what I'm saying? But because you do me a good tattoo, I don't think you deserve a tip because tattoos are already expensive. You know what I mean? I mean, if you decide to give a tattoo artist a tip, okay, cool. But do they deserve a tip? Nah. Tattoos already expensive. I know tattoos be costing like 200, 300, 400, 500. What are like tipping somebody that just charged me 300 or for 350 for a tattoo? Like I'm straight, fam. It's supposed to look good. You don't tip nobody because your tattoo look good. That's what I paid you for in the first place. 350, whatever the case may be. It's supposed to look good. That's just my opinion, man. My thoughts. What about people that wash your car? Do car wash or car detailers deserve a tip? Yes or no? Wire in. Do people that wash your car deserve a tip? Yes or no? BK said yes. Anthony said no. Not gonna lie to y'all, when I get my car washed, I be tipping there about $3 at the most. And I don't be really even want to tip no car wash person because shit, car wash is already expensive as is. But I tip like $3. Wilson says yes. When I get my car wash, I tip them $3, but my car is never really that dirty though. I tip them like $3. You feel me? I tip them like $3. Do y'all feel like so another thing with the tipping culture that I see that's getting out of hand, right? I've seen with my own eyes that the employer would like as far as the tipping jars that be seeing when y'all see the tip jars in the front of the house or in the front of the restaurant thing or whatever place you go and they got the tip jar, a lot of the times that tip jar is not the employee. The employer is in charge of the tip jar. You might see that tip jar sitting out there in front or whatever the case may be on the counter and you thinking that got to deal with the employee. The owner of the restaurant or the employer is in charge of the tip jar. So, are employers using tips as payroll? Are employers using tips as payroll? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Real talk, bruh. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. A lot of times, when y'all go to restaurants and you see a tip jar in the front, you might think it has to do with the employees. But a lot of the time, it's the employer that's in charge of the tip jar. So are employers using tip jars for payroll? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, bro. Because I remember tips were for the employees or the waiters. But nowadays, it's seeming like the employer is putting their hands in a tip jar. So, what's really going on here, bro? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. What's really going on here, bro? I believe they are. I believe they are too. You ain't the only one. I believe the employers are using the tip jars for payroll. Because back in the days, it didn't seem like employees cared about tip jars. It seemed like the tip situation was all employees. Now all of a sudden, the employer has something to do with the tip jar. Like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? So now the money you making from the business is not enough for you. You dibbling and dabbling in a tip jar that's supposed to be for the employees. You dibbling and dabbing. Oh my God! For real, bruh. How you dibbling and dabbling in what we leave for the employees? We thinking we leaving the tip behind. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know what I'm saying? You got somebody with a cute face working the front of the house. So you know what I'm saying? You know you got people gonna leave that person tips. It's all becoming a scam, bro. You got somebody with a cute face in the front of the house. So now you think, okay, I'm finna leave her a tip because she see, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she pretty or whatever the case may be. Boom. You leave a tip, but come to find out, the employer, you leaving the tip thinking it's for the cute girl working in front of the house. All along, the employer is in charge of the tips. Does that make sense to y'all? Because I ain't leave the tip for you, homie. I left the tip for her. They just getting over on us, fam. Real talk. BK says, I believe the employers seen their employees being granted tips by customers, and since it's a gift, they legally can't take their gift. So they use a jar to tip employees. Yeah, that may be true. Old head says no tip for that pretty face either. It most definitely makes sense. I ain't even gonna lie to you, fam. It most definitely makes sense, bro. Employers are using tip jars as payroll, bro. They paying low wages, and the customers are filling the gaps with the tips. The employers are paying low wages, and customers are filling the gaps with tips. Facts. Real talk. Like, why am I as a customer paying? Why am I as a customer paying your employee for you, bro? Real shit. Why am I as a customer paying your employees? I didn't hire them. You hired them. I didn't hire them people, fam. You hired them. I wasn't there when y'all did the hiring process. I didn't conduct the interview. It's crazy out here, man. It's getting spooky. That's why I'm telling y'all, man. Tipping culture is getting out of hand, man. If you're just tuning in, man, you're tuning into the Grub Tent morning screen. Current topic, tipping culture is getting out of hand. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Y'all agree or y'all disagree? BK say that's why when in order you could spend $35 on it. $35 on in the store is almost 60 on DoorDash. Facts. It's crazy. They're just yanking prices up for no reason. Of course. Of course. Why they getting over, boy? They getting over big time, boy. Real talk. Them business owners is big scammers. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. A lot of business owners is big scammers. Not gonna lie to y'all, bro. Big finessers. All that. Big finessers. Big finessers, bro. Big finessers. See, businesses figure it out. They can keep prices low on paper and let customers finish the paycheck. Facts. Businesses figured out they can keep prices low on paper and let customers finish the paycheck. Not gonna lie to y'all. It's crazy out here, bro. There's so many ways to get over on people. When them people with this business situation, they damn sure taking advantage of it too. When I reported to the DoorDash, they basically said I was lying. Yeah, I know for DoorDash and stuff, when you report certain things, you need pictures. You can't, you feel me? You ain't got no pictures of the smells. You feel me? You can't do that, feel me? You got, you know what I'm saying? The only thing you can really report for stuff like that is like somebody make a mess or whatever in your car. I mean, whatever the case may be. It's crazy, fam. It don't make no sense. Tipping culture getting crazy, fam. And they gave me $5 worth of DoorDash credit and basically told me to shut it. Shit crazy, boy. I don't know. You said that was. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I'll go back up. Damn, why I can't go back up? Okay, hold on. Oh, that was you talking about. So that was the delivery. So that was the driver, the person who delivered your food. You talking about? Okay, okay. I see what you're saying. I'm pretty sure it's probably a vending machine already out there that's probably asking for tips, bruh. You know what I'm saying? All these places ask for tips, like just like when you go to self checkout, they ask for tips. You know, it's optional though. I'm pretty sure there's a vending machine somewhere out there asking for tips. You know what I mean? Real talk. You go to these places, they actually do you want to donate to the cause and all that? Man, I don't want to donate. Man, don't even ask me no question about donating, bro. Leave me the hell alone, bro. You want to donate some money to me? Hell you mean? You want to donate these groceries I just purchased from you? Hell you mean? Talking about some, do I want to donate to this special cause, bro? I ain't got it like that, bro. Shout out to the special cause, but fam, I ain't got it right now. You feel me? Real talk. Everywhere you go, boy, they trying to get you for a little extra bread, bro. They got some type of thing going on for some extra bread, bro. Everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, bro. I don't even eat inside anymore. It's crazy. I was asking them earlier, since we got more people in here, I need to know. When it comes to tipping, Do you think you should tip what you want to tip, or do you think people should tip the percentage that they asking for, the 18, 20%? The 18 and 20% and all that. Do y'all think people should tip the 18s and the 20s and whatever, how many more percentages is, or you tip whatever you feel like tipping? I lived in Asia for 11 years, never had to tip. Damn. Where are you originally from? Where are you originally from, fam? Appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now, man. If you tuned in, man, y'all go ahead on and hit that thumbs up button, man. Hit that like button, share the live. Hit the thumbs up button, share the live. Oh, you originally from Atlanta and moved to Asia? That's a big change. What is life like in Asia? Oh, you don't live there no more. Okay. So you're not an Asian no more. You're in St. Petersburg now. What was life like in Asia when you were there? Appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now. You're tuned into the Grub Tent morning screen. You understand me? Current topic, tipping coaches getting out of hand. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Oh, so you still do live out there. What is life like over there compared to Atlanta? Asia is cool. I moved there when I was 20. What made you move there? What made you move there? What made you make such a big change? Don't forget to become a part of the GTF, fan. Keep the streams going, man. Hit that join button on the channel, you heard? I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Air Force for 2 years and the rest was music production. Okay. That's what's up, dog. Yeah, man, that was a big change, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. But dog, they get paid a real salary at restaurants. For real? I would like to visit Asia then, since you speak about it like that. I gotta look that up. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now, man. Tune into the Grub Tent morning stream. You understand me? Don't forget to hit that join button, man. Become a member of the GTF. You understand me? For those that don't know, the GTF is the Grub Tent family. You heard? Current topic: tipping coaches out of hand. Y'all let me know y'all experiences dealing with tips recently, man. I'm gonna also be conducting member only streams as well. So don't forget to join and become a member. You know what I mean? We're gonna also be conducting members only streams. Don't forget to hit that join button and become a member of the GTF. You heard? as far as that question I asked earlier, the percentage thing, I mean, I don't know. I think people should be able to tip what they want. What's good, fam? What's good? I think people should be able to tip what they want because if I just done came up, if I just done hit a lick and came up, maybe I might want to tip more than your percentages on the receipt. But then, you know what I mean, you got these little percentage thing going on. I might just like, okay, since y'all want to do this percentage thing, I'm gonna go ahead and just do the percentage thing. But I think people should be allowed to tip what they want. That's my opinion on that. I think people should be able to tip allowed to tip what they want. Like that whole percentage thing. I think in the end, I think you'll end up coming out with more money with people tipping what they want versus like abiding by these little percentages. What's good, fam? Suck up fed. I think they'll come out, waiters and waitresses will come out with more money if people tip what they wanted versus you telling me, oh, 18%, 22, 25. It's crazy. Tipping culture getting out of hand for those that don't know. That's what we talking about, man. Tipping culture getting out of hand, bruh. Damn, it's already 11 o'clock. I believe tip culture needs to be deconstructed, honestly. It should be a gift, not a form of payment as companies make it to be nowadays. Definitely shouldn't be a form of payment. Yeah, I definitely agree it should be a gift. You know what I mean? A reward. Definitely agree. Real talk. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be expected. It shouldn't be something that's expected. You know what I'm saying? If you get it, you know what I mean? That means you did a good job, but you shouldn't expect it. Real talk. It depends on the total. If it's $12, then I'm pressing that 10 to 15%. I feel you, fam. You should tip your driver. DoorDash says you should tip your driver. Like they're implying you pay their employees contracting ways. It's crazy. They definitely gonna imply it, bro. They definitely trying to get you to pay, bro. They don't really want to pay. They don't really want to pay. They making you pay. You feel me? That's how the gang go with them people. They want them. They gonna make you pay. Somebody said if you were born, architect said if you were born in America, you should tip your waitress, your driver, and other service workers. I feel you, fam. I mean, you should. I definitely agree with you. You know what I mean? If you can afford the tip, you should. But sometimes they make it seem like it's like you have to, like it's mandatory. And then on top of that too, you might not have it like that. So you tip them, and then they don't, and it's not what they expected. Then they get mad. Problem is we keep paying as a whole. Tipping culture getting out of hand, bruh. What's good, fam? What's going on? Louisiana in the building. What's good? You'd have to be on the other side of that, for example. What do you think about people saying if you can't tip, then you shouldn't be eating out? We had somebody in here that said that earlier. Somebody said if you can't tip, then you shouldn't be eating out. I don't know. If you can't tip, you shouldn't be eating. I think that's kind of crazy. I think, you know what I'm saying? I think like if everybody operated that way, I think all restaurants would close down. Like imagine nobody going to restaurants because they can't afford the tip. I think a lot of restaurants would lose a lot of business. You'd have to be on the other side of that. For example, if I DoorDash for you and it takes more time and more distance, that's normal. I feel you, fam. Sometimes I feel like I don't know. I feel like some people can't afford the tip. Some people can't afford the tip, bro. I mean, do I think they shouldn't order food because they can't afford the tip? I ain't gonna necessarily say that, bro. Like, I can't really say that. I don't think some people. Well, I mean, it is people out there like that, but for the most part, if somebody don't tip you, I don't think it's because they didn't want to. Maybe somebody out there, maybe they struggling, bro. Maybe they can't afford the tip. You know what I mean? Is it like I was saying earlier? If I was doing DoorDash and somebody tipped me $1, I probably look at it as maybe that's all they could afford to tip at the time. Now, if somebody do it repeatedly, now you know what I'm saying? That's a different situation. But I don't know. I think everybody should be able to eat out, whether you can afford the tip or not. I mean, if you pick up your food, if you pick up your food, if you do takeout, you most definitely don't got a tip. So I guess the question becomes, you shouldn't be sitting. So should you be sitting inside and eating if you can't afford the tip? What about that question? Should you be sitting inside and eating if you can't tip the people? If you can't afford to tip the people, should you be sitting inside and eating? I'm pretty sure they do ask for tips at Subway. Matter of fact, I think I did see a tip jar at Subway. Last time I went to Subway, I think they got a tip jar in there. They don't ask you for a tip, but it's a jar there. It's a jar there for tips. Matter of fact, yeah, they do got. I remember putting $1 in there one time. They don't ask you, but the jar is sitting right there on the damn counter. For sure, fam. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Don't forget to join the Grub Tent membership, man. Be a member of the channel. Keep these streams going, bro. Keep the topics going, bro. We're gonna be doing membership streams as well. We're gonna be doing membership streams as well. So don't forget to hit that join button. You understand? Become a member, so you don't miss the membership screens. Fam said, haven't lived in America in 3 years, and you'd be surprised how it's not a thing in other countries. Where do you live now? Where do you live now, fam? I'll be surprised when people say they don't live here no more. I don't know. I can't really picture myself moving to like no other country. I mean, I like visiting places, but like moving completely, I don't know. I mean, you can't knock it till you try it, right? But damn, Philippines. See, now I ain't gonna lie. See, I can't do that. Like, I wouldn't mind visiting the Philippines, but that's a big change, bro, compared to the United States and Philippines. That's a major change, bro. I wouldn't mind visiting the Philippines though, but could I live there? I don't think so. I understand, like, when you move to other countries, like, the cost of living is cheaper and all that. Most definitely, I understand that part. All that part is cool, but it's just like the way of living is different. You feel me? I'm used to the city life. I'm used to the Miami lifestyle. Like, going from Miami to the Philippines is a total 360, bro. That's a total 360. Major change. Ain't nothing wrong with it, though. I ain't knocking it. I would like to visit, though. I would like to visit and just experience it and see how it is. Fans say he live in the Philippines, bro. Damn. That's what's up, though. I met a lot of people I met a lot of Filipinos before. Like, what do you do for fun in the Philippines? Like, you feel me? Like, I'm just saying, like, I don't know how it is out there, but like, how I live here in Miami, we can go to the movies, we can go to the mall. I go to South Beach and go hang out if I want to. Like, do they have stuff like that there? Like, what do you do? Do they have the movies out there? Like, what do you do for fun? What do you do, for pleasure? What are your hobbies while living there? Asia has everything. That's what's up. I would definitely love to visit Asia and the Philippines though. Beaches, movies, VR bars, Universal Studios. They got a Universal Studios in Asia. The same Universal Studios that we have in Orlando here. It's identical to Caribbean countries. Oh damn! I didn't know they had all that over there in Asia. Rooftop bars. Yeah, definitely some places that I need to visit. Man. Yeah, I know. I heard Tokyo got that already. I already know about that. I didn't know that Asia got Universal Studios though. I didn't know that part. Casinos. My folks are from TNT. What's a TNT? Appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now. You're tuned into the Grub Tent morning screen. You understand me? Current topic: tipping culture is getting out of hand. Y'all let me know y'all experiences with the tipping culture, man. Do y'all agree that the tipping culture is getting out of hand, or do y'all disagree? Tipping is everywhere these days. Restaurants, coffee shops, delivery apps. It's everywhere. What's y'all thoughts on the goddamn tipping culture these days? Because it's getting crazy. You go to self checkout these days, and the self checkout register is asking for a tip at the end, asking you if you want to leave a tip. You gotta tap in, bro. Rent is $130. Damn, $130 a month. Is it a nice apartment or a house, whatever that is? That's for a house or a apartment. And if so, is it nice? Man said rent 130. Golly. I definitely want to visit now. My folks are from Trinidad and Tobago. I feel like I'm home. Oh, Trinidad and Tobago. So that's what it okay. Fam said American tipping culture is corporations' greed. Fact. I was saying the same thing. I was saying it earlier that especially when the computer systems or the kiosks or self checkout point of sale system is asking for a tip, that is basically like the CEO finding a way of asking you for a tip without officially asking you for a tip. Because why the hell does the point of sale system is asking for a tip? That's the CEO, the owner of the franchise, whatever, the owner of the business. That is them asking you for a tip without you without physically asking you for a tip. And it's crazy to me, bro. You got a rich person, a millionaire asking you for a tip. I live on a mountain in a gated community. And that sounds dope. I ain't gonna lie to you, that sounds dope. If you tip, people look at you like you crazy there? Damn. That crazy, fam. Appreciate y'all that's tuning in, man. You tune into the Grub Tent morning screen. Current topic: tipping culture is getting out of hand, man. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Let me know y'all experiences, man. Let me know y'all thoughts on the percentage of tipping: 18, 20%, 22%, 25%. Let me know y'all thoughts on gratuity, bro. You understand me? What do y'all say about gratuity? Gratuity is already added on a goddamn bill, bro. What what type of audacity these people got to be putting gratuity on the bill, bro? Like, these people won't let you even decide what you want to tip no more when they go ahead on that added gratuity on the bill. Damn, it's considered disrespectful overseas to tip. That's crazy. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now, man. You tuned into the Grub Tent morning screen. We currently talking about the tipping culture. Fam said tipping overseas is disrespectful. That is crazy. Not down here, boy. They love it, boy. They love it. Yeah. Some of them charge gratuity and then be expecting you to leave a tip afterwards. Like, boy, you got me messed up. I don't even like going to restaurants that be putting gratuity on the bill. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I go to okay, so sometimes you go to a restaurant so you don't know that they do that. But if I go to a restaurant and I notice that, and after, when it's time to check out, I know that they put gratuity on the bill. That was my first and last time going to your restaurant. I don't go to a restaurant that automatically put gratuity on the bill, bro. I don't like that. I don't vibe like that. If I go to a restaurant, I didn't know that they do that. Once I find out that you do that, I'm done with you. That's my first and last time, bro. I ain't going back. Gratuity is just robbery with no gun, in my opinion. You gonna tell me what to tip now? Definitely robbery, fam. No cap. Fam said in St. Pete there is a bar that does 18% gratuity even on one beer. Wow, that's crazy. On one transaction. But the menu, it says tipping is optional and not expect. That's crazy. That's crazy. A solid meal down here, maybe like $20, depending on what you're talking about. But I mean, it's kind of expensive down here. Like $20, baby. Like $20, definitely. I mean, everybody thing went up, man. Shit. Even food trucks that don't, they don't even have a building. And food trucks, you got meals like $22 or better. It's crazy, bro. $10% of my income is tips. I'm a cook in a truck. So you got a food truck. If you got a food truck, please let us know why food price is so expensive if y'all ain't got no brick and mortar, dog. Please let me know, bruh. Marcy say tipping is another way to rob your kindness. I feel you on that. I can see why you think that way. They definitely gonna take advantage of it. Not gonna lie to you. It's most definitely high down here, bro. If you could survive down here, boy, if you could survive at any place in the United States that have high cost of living, you could do even better if you move someplace that doesn't have high cost of living. Because you already know how to survive. But the problem is, you know what I'm saying, being accustomed to living here is like, yo, I can't really see myself moving like no other place. Especially to a whole nother country. Like, I like visiting places, like I told y'all, but like moving completely, like to a whole different way of living, like that would be very difficult for me. America is cooked. I feel you on that, bro. You ain't wrong. I don't know. You like to drink? Tip the bartender. You like the food? Tip the cook. I hear you, fam. I hear you. Hard to get all the materials in one spot. Everything expensive, bro. And then on top of that, they asking for tips is crazy. Why is it that the employer doesn't pay the employees correctly? So therefore, the employees do not have to rely on the customers' tips. Damn. 8 people to a fancy restaurant in the Philippines and the bill was $50? That's love, bro. I got to go to the Philippines. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If I come to the Philippines, where you at, wherever area you talking about, what airport I gotta land in? Most definitely greed. They definitely got to figure out, like how somebody said earlier about corporate greed. Corporate definitely got something to deal with that. But they got the game all figured out, bro. They got people really working. They got people really working for pennies and expecting to make money off the customers. Like, how you do that? Like, you really got to brainwash somebody, bro. You really got to brainwash me. For example, you got to really brainwash me to have me come in somebody's job and work for pennies and expecting to make the bulk of my money from tips when tips are not promised. You got to go to Manila and then to Tacloban, only an hour away. So you land in Manila, then what? You got to drive to Tacloban? Food trucks are worse because they're independent owners. Oh, for real? I remember the hourly for waiters was like $3. Yeah, I remember back in those days. I remember back in the days. You know, waiters and waitresses didn't pay about $3, like you just said, $3.50, whatever. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you really got to have somebody brainwashed, bruh. Real talk. You really got to have somebody brainwashed to come to work. I'm using myself for example. You really got to have me brainwashed to come to work for $3.50 an hour and expecting to make the bulk of my money off tips. That's crazy to me, bro. Like, how they got people brainwashed like this? I don't know. I'm not going nowhere for $3.50 an hour. Them tips ain't promised. Them tips ain't guaranteed. Fam said there's places you don't have to tip, like at your house. What's your thoughts on that? If you stay home, you don't have to tip. So do you guys think you should stay home if you can't afford the tip? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. Should you stay home if you can't afford the tip? Fam said I was once overseas and having dinner, and the lady that was the server looked confused when I went to tip her. Damn. That's how you know they not accustomed to getting tipped, bro. They don't look forward. They not expecting it. That's crazy. They can change the price whenever they want. They can pay you what they want. That's crazy. Fam said I really never understood tipping bartenders, but then again, drinking at the bar is a colossal waste of money. I agree with you as well. I don't drink, so I don't. I drink here and I don't had a drink here and there, but I'm not big on drinking. I don't buy bottles and all that other crazy mess. Like I think that's a waste of money. I'm not knocking nobody who does do it. That's what you do. You feel me? Have at it. I think it's a waste of money as well. Just my thoughts. Fan said, "No, you shouldn't stay home. Give what you can." I agree with you on that. Give what you can, but some people get mad. Some people feel like if you can't tip a certain amount, you shouldn't go nowhere. You understand me? But I agree with you. You should be able to give what you can. I think there's a balance. If I didn't have enough money to tip, I'd go to a spot that doesn't have a waiter, or just take it out. I feel you on that, fam. I feel you on that. So from your perspective, you're saying that if you ain't got no money to tip, you can go get takeout, but you shouldn't be sitting inside and eating there. I would just go somewhere like Wendy's. Friends, I just go to Wendy's, dog. That's crazy. But maybe I don't want Wendy's. Maybe I want Chili's. Instead of tipping them cash, tip them on some game to get another job. Damn, that's crazy. That crazy, fam. Tipping is the great American. I agree. Tipping is definitely a scam, fam. We ain't gonna lie about that. Tipping is a scam, boy. They getting over us. They getting over big time with that tipping vibe. They getting over big time. On the upside, I make good wages, but on the whole, the owner is making 10 times what I am, but also spending for upkeeping, which is where they start penny pinching and cutting corners. Facts. Maybe I want Texas Roadhouse. You feel me? I might want to go to Texas Roadhouse and get me some rolls. You feel me? You can sit inside and eat. There's spots that have seating, but you throw away your own trash. I ain't never seen nobody go to Chili's and throw away their own trash. Not gonna lie to you. Leave what you can. Take what you must. I think that's what you were trying to say. Waiters are going to be replaced with AI and bots. Oh yeah, that already happened. They already go. I go to certain restaurants. They got robots. Certain restaurants got robots. I mean, it's not a lot. I've seen maybe once or twice. I've seen robots that actually deliver, that bring the food from the back to your table. I've seen that like twice already. But yeah, so yeah, that's definitely coming. The replacements are definitely coming. Facts. The fact that they already got the robots in certain places, They definitely coming. Y'all already see that they got. I don't know about have y'all seen, but down here in Miami, we got a lot of the little carts around here that be driving. They got the little carts around here, the delivery carts. They put the restaurant, put the food in it, and they go to, as long as it ain't that far, they got the carts that deliver the food. Nobody operating it, computerly, whatever. It's AI, whatever, operates by computer, whatever, how they got that shit running, and it delivers the food. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now, man. Tune into the Grub Tent morning screen. You understand me? Current topic, tipping is getting out of hand. What's y'all thoughts on that, man? Do y'all think tipping is getting out of hand or nah? Y'all let me know. Restaurant owners need to pay their staff properly and stop counting on the cut. Oh, I most definitely agree with you, bro. Real talk, I gotta drop a bomb for you. Restaurant owners need to pay their staff properly. But they ain't gonna do that though. They gonna keep relying on the customer until they start losing business. But then unfortunately, they're not losing business, so they're gonna keep it going. I used to deliver pizza at 18 over 12 years ago. You only made good tips during NFL season. I couldn't imagine how it is now. Oh yeah. Right now it's crazy. Right now it's crazy. Tipping culture crazy right now, fam. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now, man. Don't forget to hit that join button, you understand me? We're gonna be doing membership streams as well, you understand me? Where only members can join the screen. Don't forget to hit that join button. This is called, man. I'm a server in the summertime. The summertime is slow season. I wonder why summer would be slow though. Isn't summer busy? Don't people go out to eat during the summer? Why is summertime slow? Summer is the time that I like to go out, so I don't know. I like to go out in the summer. Not to mention, Trump got ICE winding up the immigrants, so no one will work at restaurants for subways. I feel you on that. That makes sense. In my area, certain restaurants already have robots bringing food to. Yeah, I was just saying that earlier. I'd have been to like 2 restaurants and seen them robots. People out of town and on vacation and stuff like that. It's getting crazy out here, bro. My goal is to get 10 members on this channel, dog. So far, I got 1 member. My goal is to get 10 members. I got 1 member so far that joined the membership. Depends on where you live. Sometimes they leave the state and go somewhere else for vacation. It's crazy. Tipping culture getting out of hand, bro. They asking for tips everywhere you go, bro. They got tip machine they got the tip thing at the drive-through. They got the tip people at the drive. I went through the drive-through. It seems they got the little tip thing hanging out the window. Subway got a tip jar too. Yeah, they don't ask you. They got the thing. It's a little thing that's outside the window that say tips on it. Just like when you go to Subway, they don't ask you for a tip. They just got a jar there. So now when they give you your change, if you don't want to carry no change in your pocket, let's just say you got like 49 cents in change. Let's just say they give you $2.49 back. You drop the 49 cents in there. or whatever the case may be, but they don't physically ask you. They got the jar in front of you, feel me? I don't really think they're allowed to ask you. I think that's why they got the jar there and it says tips. I don't think they're allowed to ask you. It's kind of like tipping without thinking you tipping or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they got it like they got to figure it out to some type of psychological thing. Damn, fans say leave with the souvenir if you go to some place that got gratuity on the receipt. Shit, crazy. It's crazy, bro. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Pretty soon you're gonna start seeing a tip screen at the gas station pump, bro. It ain't. I'm pretty sure that's coming, bro. I'm pretty sure it's coming. You're gonna see a tip screen on the gas station pump. You know how y'all, you know what I'm saying, you go to the gas station, put your gas, you swipe your card, whatever. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have tip screen. You know what I'm saying? They probably gonna disguise it as, oh yeah, some fun to save somebody, to save some special cause, whatever the case may be. Yeah, I feel you on that. Only people who should get tips, you know what I mean? Waiters, waitresses, really, that's about it. Yeah. All that other stuff, it's crazy. Like DoorDash and Uber Eats making their employees having to depend on tips is crazy. Like they need to pay them people well, bro. Because them people are using their own vehicles. Them people is putting their own gas, and y'all ain't even paying them well. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Using your own gas in your own car, putting wear and tear in your own vehicle, and they ain't even paying y'all well. They still making y'all depend on tips. You putting wear and tear on your car, homie. That's crazy to me, bro. It's crazy. Do y'all think people should be tipping coffee shops? Should coffee shops get tips? I'm gonna tell y'all three things that I think should absolutely not get tips. Three things that should absolutely not get tips. Self checkout, retail checkout, online shopping checkout. They even ask for tips when you doing certain places when you do online shopping. Ask for tips. I ain't even leave the house. I did everything myself. I picked out what I wanted online, whatever the case may be. I paid, put out my card, about to pay for it, and they still asking me a tip. Online shopping. That don't make no sense to me, bro. Why would I leave a tip for online shopping? That's the three things I definitely think don't deserve tips. Self checkout, retail checkout, online shopping checkout. No tip. Coffee shops, car wash, valet services. It depends. It depends. Tipping depends. You feel me? It depends. It depends, you know what I mean, how I'm feeling, how much I got on me. Those depends. You just text me, bro. Waiters, waitresses should always get tips. You know what I mean? Waiters and waitresses should always get tips. The only thing is, I just feel like when it comes to waiters and waitresses, like, let me tip what I want to tip, bro. Like, I'm not really with the whole 18% thing, bro. Like, me personally, like, I'm not really with. Don't tell me how much I got to tip, bro. You feel me? That's how I feel about that. Like, don't tell me how much I got to tip. Let me tip You know what I'm saying? Because I might tip you better than the percentage thing. But it's just the fact that you're telling me what I have to tip. It's like, yo, what you mean what you telling me to tip you? You know what I'm saying? Technically, tipping is optional. What do you mean like you're telling me, oh, 18%? Like, you feel me? That's just my thoughts, bro. Most definitely tip your waitress. Just let me tip what I want to tip, though. Like, don't tell me what I got to tip. Don't tell me, the receipt don't, oh, what the receipt say, 18, 20%, whatever the case may be. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that whole receipt telling me thing, bro. You tipped them 10 cents. That's crazy. Then you really got back at Buddy, man. You really got back at Buddy. That's crazy, fam. Not gonna even lie to you, but what time is it now? 11:47. Man, I gotta get ready to get up off of here, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I got some stuff to go take care of. It's 11:47. Y'all let me know, man. Y'all feeling this stream? Should I keep it going? Should I keep the topics going with these type of streams? Y'all let me know, man. Don't forget to join the membership. You're the GTF membership. We definitely gonna have some membership streams going on as well. You understand me? My goal is to get about 10 members. You know what I mean? Most definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate everybody input. Appreciate everybody that comment. Appreciate everybody that hit the like button. Appreciate everybody that hit the share button. Everybody that hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate all y'all. Real talk, man. I'm surprised gas pump don't ask for tips. Yeah, I feel like that gas pumps. I feel like gas pumps coming soon. Feel me? I feel like that's coming soon in the near future. Gas pumps gonna be asking for tips. You know what I mean? Cause it's too common now. Actually, being asked for tips is too common now. I'm pretty sure they got gas pumps designed to ask for tips. They just ain't ruled them out yet, but they coming. Facts. They most definitely coming, dog. They most definitely coming. Real talk. But yeah, man, I'm finna get ready to get up out of here, man. Appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Like I said earlier, man, don't forget to hit the membership button, man. Join that Grub Tent membership. Be a part of the GTF, you heard? GTF, for those that don't know, that's the Grub Tent family. Appreciate y'all, man. Probably catch y'all later on. Maybe later on I might stream again, not even sure. But I don't know. If I don't stream again later on, I'll probably catch y'all tomorrow in the morning. But I might stream again later on. Who knows? You know what I mean? Y'all just gotta stay tuned. Maybe I might do an IRL. That's the two main streamings that I'm probably gonna be doing too, is IRL and streams like this with this type of setup. So y'all just stay tuned. We gonna see. We gonna do what works. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of y'all day.